this is Abby calling from the bank. How are you? Great. Yes, I'm good. I was just calling to see if you were going to be able to make your appointment. Oh, that's totally... Yeah, that's completely fine. I understand. Yeah, so I will be here until 5 if you are in town in the area and you'd like to just drop in. It's up to you. Or we are open tomorrow as well. We're closed for the weekend and we open back up on Monday. Yes, ma'am. Okay, well that's no problem at all. I'll see you whenever you're able to get in, okay? Alright, yes, if I'm not busy with a customer, you can just walk right up to my desk and we'll go from there. Okay, thanks. You have a great day. Bye-bye. Oh, hi there. How are you? Good. Good, okay. Is this your first time in the bank? Okay. Oh, how exciting. Alright. Well, yes, I can certainly help you with that. So do you know what kind of account you're wanting to open, or do you need like some suggestions? Okay, yeah, so a regular checking account we have those available. That's just your average checking account. You don't have any withdrawal limits. You don't have any limits to how often you can make deposits, that sort of thing. So that's good for like your pretty much everyday account. If you have bills that you're going to be paying out of that account, that's probably the route that you want to go. We also have a traditional savings account, and then we have our money market account, which is kind of like a savings account, but you are limited to the amount of transactions that you can withdraw in a month. I believe it's 5 or 6 transactions. So if you're needing money more often than that, you might want to just go with a traditional savings. Although if you are needing some discipline in that area, the money market may be the route to go. If you do have a habit of withdrawing more money, the limit on that kind of helps people out. Okay, yeah, and then we also have our CD checking accounts, which are like you put money in and you cannot touch it in a certain amount of time. So we have a 6-month CD account, and then we have a 12-month CD account. So the longer you go, let's say if you did the 12-month CD account, your interest rate is a lot higher, which means you will make more money on the money that you put into your CD account. Yes, you can deposit money into the CD account, but you cannot take it out until the time limit is up. Okay, so you think a regular, traditional savings account? Oh, I'm sorry, a checking account. Okay, yeah, no problem. Alright, so I'm just going to need your driver's license. Do you have that on you? Okay. Thank you. What was that? Oh, yes, absolutely. If you want to come back and open a savings account or any of the other accounts that I mentioned, you can do that. Yeah, you can't do it on the phone. You have to come in person. Okay. You think that's something you might be interested in the future? Okay. Alright, is your address the same as what's on here? Okay. Thank you. Alright, I think I've got everything. You got that back. Thank you. Alright. And can I have your social security number? Thank you. Alright, and your email address? Okay. How do you spell that? Alright, thank you. At Gmail? Okay. Alright, so it has an option to send you any alerts if they suspect or if we suspect any fraudulent activity. You can either receive those through email or text, or you can do both. Which one would you like? Both, okay. Is that a good, the email that you just gave me, is that a good one for the notifications to go through? Okay. Okay, and what's your telephone number? Alright. So whenever I input this, it's just going to send you an alert to your phone, and if you don't mind just checking that and entering the code that it sent to you so that we can get that phone number verified, okay? Okay. Did you get it? Okay. Alright, so I just got the notification that you accepted that. Thank you. Your phone number is verified. Do you have any questions for me before we move forward? Okay. So that's pretty exciting getting your first checking account, right? Yeah. It's definitely a rite of passage. Feeling more grown up already. Alright. Okay, and is it just gonna be you? Is it just your name on the account? Okay. Yes, so since you are 18, you don't have to have a guardian or a parent on the account with you, so. I've got just about all the information put in here. Thank you for being patient with me. Oh, just one second, okay? Hello, this is Abby. Hey. I do actually have a client right now. Oh, no, it's okay. Okay, go ahead. Okay, so yes, sometimes it's a little difficult to bypass that when you're trying to put in the information. And what you need to do is go back to the home page. Are you on it right now? Okay. Alright. Yes, so just go back to the home page and click on the icon again, like you're trying to load it up again. Okay, so you got to the file. Okay, so instead of clicking on the file, what you need to do is right click and open as. And you can choose to open it as a different file than what it is, and that should open it for you. Okay. Yeah, no problem. Alright. Bye-bye. I'm sorry, that was my colleague from the other room. Alright, so I think I got everything put in here for you. Let me just get you some paperwork sorted out and we'll just move right along, okay? you agree that we have opened this account in your name at this location, okay? So I need you to sign. Oh, let me get you a pen. I need you to sign right here, please, if you would. Thank you. And alright. I can turn the page here. Alright, so the second one right here is just that we are not responsible if someone has confiscated your information, but we will fix it, okay? If you do get fraudulent charges on your account, we do disputes, and they can take up to about 7 to 10 business days before you can get that money back, okay? So I just need you to sign right there for me. Thank you. Okay, this one right here is just our privacy policy, okay? Can you sign right there for me? Thank you. Alright, and just 2 signatures right here required. Right here, this is just the non-discriminatory agreement here. Thank you. And let's see. This is our agreement saying that you are letting us hold your money in our physical location here. Thank you. And this is all for you to keep. You're going to make copies of this. So if you want to look at any of this, once you get home, you can. So I have your nice big fancy folder you get to go home with. Alright, and oh yes, let me give you one of my business cards here. So if you ever have any questions, you can call this number on the card and it'll come straight to my desk, okay? Alright, and the last thing I have for you is a book of checks here, okay? So these are complimentary when you open your account, but after you run out of these, you will have to order more. And typically what we do is we just draft the amount out of your account, okay? I believe it's $35 for more checks. Okay. Alright, so this is for you. There you go. Oh, thank you. Alright, and so the last thing for us is your debit card. So we can choose to print a debit card here for you, or we can do it at our main branch. It is a bit more sturdy, and it does have the raised letters, so it's a bit more fancy, although it does take about 5 to 10 business days for you to get it from today. So if you did want to go that route, you know, I just put in the order today, and then you would get it within 5 to 10 business days. I will tell you that they are pretty quick about it. It's usually closer to the 5 days than the 10 days. Do you think that's something you'd like to do? Okay, sure. Yeah, the one that we print here is a little bit flimsy, and I've had to replace mine a few times, actually, more than I care to admit. Alright. Alright, and is this address the same as your mailing address? Okay. Alright. Okay, well, I think we got everything settled in here for you. Also, I forgot to mention, in your checkbook here, there is instructions for you to download an app where you can manage your debit card. You can see your transactions. This isn't just the regular bank app. This is a card control app. So you can do things like lock your card if you suspect fraudulent activity, which I do highly request that you check that pretty often. Maybe, I guess it just depends on how much you use your cards. If you use it like every day, I would suggest checking it every day, just to make sure that there's nothing sketchy going on, because once people get your information, they can spend a whole bunch of money really fast, and usually it's in small amounts, and then it goes up like the next transaction, because typically what they do is they charge something like a small amount to make sure that it's going to work, and then after that it's just you could potentially lose all your money, but on the bright side, we can definitely get that back for you. It just takes a little bit of time, just if you're unfamiliar with any of this. So yeah, you can do things like lock your card, and you can also, I believe our number is on that app. You can directly reach the disputes hotline, and so you don't have to search for it on your phone or anything. But yeah, there's a lot of good helpful links and stuff in there, so I highly recommend checking that out if you can. And then also you will get an email with a temporary password and a username for your bank account. So you will use that username and password to log into your bank account if you want to get the mobile app, which I also highly recommend. So once you use that information to get into your bank app, you can then change your username and your password if you would like to. And also, if you ever have lost or forgotten your username or password, you can also just call me. Again, my business card is in here, and I can resend you another temporary username and password for that. So do you have any more questions or concerns today? No? Okay. Well, I appreciate you stopping by. And if you do have a moment in that bank app, you can choose to leave a review for the customer service that you received today. So my name is Abby, and if you just really feel like you should leave a review, definitely do it, and just give me a thumbs up if you can. Okay? Alright, well, you have a great rest of your day, okay? Thank you for coming in. Yeah, and if you have, please feel free to call if you have any other questions.